Good evening. Welcome to the Dynasty Chronicles. My name is Dan Hayes, and I'm your host this evening for our second edition of the 2009-2010 Chronicles. So I've been away, but I've had some problems with computers, and I've got a new computer, a Mac, and Big Balls asked me to get a Mac, and I did, and we'll see how it works out. So without much further ado, I'd like to change the format a little tonight and first thank my sponsor, On Brand 24. We had some problems in week one. He wasn't happy with the show, but we sat down like two good businessmen. We hashed out some new terms and do a segment a couple weeks where we do go on site to On Brand 24 and watch capitalism in action and watch the CEO make things happen. His name is The Kennel, and quite a man, and we forged a partnership not only through the Dynasty Chronicles, but through an alliance, a very strong alliance. You might laugh, we're 1-2 each, but a very, very strong alliance. He's bounced back in week 4. He's going to defeat 4-0. I'll give you more reasons why later, and he's made Grogan a better player. He's given me a lot of insight, and we used to be mortal enemies, but we've reached a place where we can be both happy, forged through mutual respect and love and trust. Something you didn't have with Three Dog Night. Very selfish, those girls. Very selfish. One's capitalistic in action. She's got baubles and jewels, and the other one's so busy with her wedding and her honeymoon, she can't play. It's like the only people that ever got married, Webb and the missus. But let's go. Well, we've got some matchups this week, and I'd like to start with the big game. Green Jacket versus BBB, a Sunday night game on NBC. Both very good teams. BBB kind of underperforming a little bit, still winning. I got BBB winning this game 89-88 in a barn burner. Green Jacket, all Drew Brees so far. BBB, I think, is a little more solid this week. A little bounce back from a cheap victory last week, but I think he's going to do it. Next, Webb versus Storm. Webb, honeymoon blues. Just about now he's saying, let's go home. It's been enough. I've known this girl for 7 years. The honeymoon, it's over. Let's go back, get married, and continue with our lives. And he's going to lose big to Storm, 102-56. Storm, Schaub, Chris Johnson, tough to beat, but he's a cocky SOB, very cocky. Don't like his persona this year? Don't appreciate it. Don't. Evans, not a good end. You can turn him sooner or later. Next, Big Teddy K and the Lady. I got Teddy K winning this one. Very solid team. Very solid. Brady Lady is very good. Very good. When she's not designing jewelry with good ideas. I think I look a little white in this video. I'm not as white as this comes out to be. I'm really not, but we'll talk about that later. Big Teddy K over the Lady. The Lady's got a solid team. I think she gets hurt by the bye week. No backs in there. I've seen some very weak backs. TKK, I like his team. Very solid. Next, Heaps versus Big Balls. I got Balls winning this one, 88-85 over Heaps. Big upset. Big Balls is not a great team, but Heaps comes back to earth. Thomas Jones, not a good back. Get him out. And I think Balls is going to take it, sending this league into an upheaval. Next, one of our featured games, Monday night game, Kennel of Dos Amigos Kennel versus the 4-0. 4-0, very solid team. Takes no prisoners. Good competitor. Gentleman, kicked my butt last week. Nothing I could do. Both him and the Lady. Both convincing wins over Grogan. Kennel lost to, who did he lose to? The Jacket. And he's lost to Heaps. But he's coming. He's going to beat 4-0 this week. I like his team. Very solid. He's turned around Dos Amigos. Both of us. He's, I like his Curtis Flacco and Benson. Two names you didn't think would be good. Both very performing well. Benson, excellent. Excellent. We scoff at him, 4th back in the league. Finally, Heroes versus Ditka. Heroes going to win this one. A little tighter than you think, 79-70. The Heroes are struggling, even though Dos Amigos has helped me. We're not there yet. I don't have Forte, very poor. I'm starting at Leon Washington this week. I think Rivers will have a decent game. My ends might perform, but on the whole, I'm just not very good yet. But I'll be in the playoffs. Yes, I will. And I'll be there. Mrs. Ditka, on her honeymoon, can't check her team. Her defense is out. I think she's got a Q playing, and that brings me to my last topic. Mr. Commissioner, do not touch anyone's team. I was down in Rio de Janeiro last year on some business, and I was in a place, maybe I shouldn't have been, but I found my way to get to a computer, paid some money illegally, and changed my team. Why can't they? They're not in a third world country. I was almost in a third world country. They're in a third world. They're in Europe. It's like Delaware. It's not any different. I filed a protest. If I lose and the Storm loses this week, again, I'll make holy hell. I'll raise holy hell. I love you. I love you. You're a good man. Single man. You're a single man. I don't think for long. A handsome, strapping lad. Not a gay. It's not a gay thing I'm saying, but he's got a good salary. I think things will happen, and I'd like to be a sage in this department so we don't make any mistakes. All right. Power rankings, the Dynasty Chronicles power rankings. I don't agree with the Commissioner's power rankings. We'll start from the bottom and go to the top. At the bottom is Webb. Has been a disappointment in fantasy football for 3 straight years. I'd like to see him get his act together, quite frankly. Smart boy, this shouldn't be happening. Second to last is his lovely wife, the missus. I'm wondering how many fights they got in yet already. I'm saying 3. I'm saying 3. 1 in England, 1 in Spain, and 1 in Portugal. I think Webb doesn't move in quick enough. He had a problem at customs. Tried to sneak some booze over the border. I don't think the missus was happy. 10th is the Kennel. This is before this week. I think he'll be rising. His team's going, but before this week, he has 65 points. Dos Amigos. Well, that's why we came together. We were both needed help. Number 9, the Heroes. Grogan's Heroes. Again, barely beat. I'm averaging more points, but a very poor team. I've lost 3 of my draft picks have been cut. So much for a draft. 8th is Big Balls. He's the most overrated team in the league, though I have him beating heaps. I don't like his attitude. 7th, BBB. Not as good as he thinks he is. 6th, Brady Lady. I know you beat Brady Lady, but overall I think she's been better. 5th is the Jackets. 4th is Teddy K. 3rd is 4-0. 2nd is the dreaded Storm. And my number 1 is Heaps. Came right back. He's doing a fine job. So, without further ado, I'd like to end the Dynasty Chronicles this week. Thank you. We'll be back next week with some more inside information and with my guest, while Webb's away, the Kennel. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.